Hello everyone, welcome to day one of Stardew Valley. I am so excited to be doing this playthrough with you guys, and I am sorry, I do fix the screen. I don't know why it's cut off on either side there a little bit. But first things first, make it cozy, put that fireplace on, open up our little box of goodies, which of course is the parsnips, and let's start our day. You gotta check the weather, gotta check your fortune, all that good stuff. And going forward, I will be doing this every day, though you may not see it. We don't have horrible luck today, so it's not too bad. And we've got a lot of things that we need to get done. So let's go. So I do have a few mods. I don't even know if I know how to play vanilla mode anymore, but one of which is a birthday. So I gave them my birthday, which is winter of 16, because I'm December 16th. And I'll try to point out any mods as I see them, but I have a lot that are kind of behind the scenes as well, so it is what it is. Of course, we always start with clearing out our area first, making sure that we've got all of that nice and clean so that we can put in all of our crops. I also want to make sure that I get about 50 wood so that I can do a lovely little chest. So I'm just laying out my little parsnips. I've got 15, so I kind of always just do like 3 rows of 5. I don't know how you guys do it. How do you guys start your first? Do you guys do like a straight line, or let me know? I always do a little square. And yeah, so it's kind of the same. I picked the standard farm. I didn't really do anything. I made it so that we can complete the community center within a year because I would like to. So, that is goal number 1. And everything else is pretty much the same. We just standard farm. I just wanted to kind of go easy peasy. I've got like all of them at this point, but I just thought for this run we would do this. I've never done Joja though, so maybe in future. Of course, I made a chest because I gotta fill it up because it takes no time at all to fill up your inventory. I'm leaving my little watering can and then I'm heading out on an adventure. So I went up north because obviously first day we have to say hi to all of the villagers, and the first one that I want to say hi to, he lives up near the top, so I gotta get there so that I can say hi to my buddy Linus, because I think he is the cutest and the sweetest little NPC. I just love him. So he's always kind of my first one. I always want to make sure that I get to see him. So I meet him first. I spent the rest of the day literally meeting all of them. Near the end, I found Haley. I, normally don't really care too much about her, but I was surprised that I even got there. Most importantly, though, I did find some lovely spring onions, which is always fun. I did not get a lot. I do check these every day, even if you don't see me checking them. I don't know if they spawn every day or not, but I check them, and I gotta say, this was the best harvest all week. I really didn't get anything. I did run into Sebastian, then I found Alex. Of course, after that was Clint, and then I made myself into the bar, made my way into the bar to meet Pam and Gus, and then of course everyone's favorite, just the biggest sweetheart who's always so polite, Shane. So at the end of the day, I actually only was missing 3 people, which I thought was pretty darn good. I headed back to my farm, and there wasn't a lot to do. I had very little energy at this point, so I just whacked some weeds all night long to clean it up. And that was pretty much it. We did level up in foraging, and then before you know it, it was day 2. I did check the weather because tomorrow it's going to rain, and today we actually had really good luck. So I was really excited for that. So Willie will be down at the dock, which he sent us a letter. So that's my plan for the day, is to fish. Not my best skill, but it did help that the help wanted also wanted something that I can get fishing. So I thought, perfect. Willie's there. He gives me his bamboo pole, which is great. And I literally fish the day away. I caught, for my first one, a sardine. Then I caught another sardine. and some more fish. I actually did pretty good. I was quite surprised. I even got a Georgia Cola for Sam later on. But I did catch quite a few fish. I was pretty surprised. I got a pretty good haul. I'm not a good fisher person. I'm really not. Though I know that fishing, especially early game, fishing is so good. It gets you so much. This fish, I tried so hard to get this chest. Look, I did get it, but I wanted, like, it took me so long. I'm so bad at this game. Even the fish, like, is like, dude, like, you gonna reel me in or what here? And after all of this struggle, and it was a real struggle, guys. I'm not even kidding. I did finally manage to pull it up, even though it seems like I never will. And it was just a sardine, and even worse, 4 rocks. For all of that work, it was horrible. But I did level up in fishing. I sold some stuff, came back, started fishing some more, and I had a pretty good day. You know what? I did. And one of my favorite Stardew Valley creators is Poxiel, and you know what he says, when in doubt, fish it out, and I did that a lot. So seaweed was needed for Sebastian. I made sure that I only needed one. Checked where he was because I was like, I gotta get this to him because I don't want to miss out. Penny I saw was there. Sam was there on the way back, and I thought, here's your cola, Sam. I tried to get to Harvey. He was not there. Well, he was there, but he wasn't letting me in, so he was the only person I had left. I grabbed some more spring seeds of all the things that we need for the community center, and then just grabbed a bunch of kale as well because I know that that's good for farming. I dropped it off. I wasn't going to plant it because tomorrow is a rainy day. I sold any of my duplicate fish, but then waiting for Sebastian, I was like, well, let's fish again. So I got a little bit of a better treasure box. He came out, I gave him his seaweed, and he was happy. Yeah. And then I went back to fishing because, like Poxiel says, when in doubt, fish it out. I had some bubbles there, and I thought, well, I'm going to make use of that. And I did that all night until the next day. We leveled up level 1 and level 2 of fishing, which I thought was crazy. I've never leveled up on the first day of fishing. I usually get the rod and I run away. But we did pretty good with the money as well. I sold any duplicates, and I didn't want to sell everything because we do want to get that level 5. But today, it was raining, and spirits were mildly perturbed. So they never like me, I swear. Like, spirits are always mad with me. I never have good luck. But it was raining and I didn't care. So I grabbed my seeds and I made sure to get those planted. And then I headed down and I tried my best. I caught the first fish. That was totally fine. I even managed to get that treasure box. It actually, I was quite surprised because not only did I get the treasure, not only was it a bad luck day, but in the treasure box, I got 6 iron, which I thought was pretty darn good for a bad luck day. But then I was like, why am I fishing here? This is where I fish. And I found bubbles. So I got there. I tried so hard to catch one. I really did, guys. You can see here my first catfish. Did not get it. I did catch some things. I did pretty good, actually. But most of them were not catfish. I did get an achievement, which was pretty neat. I did catch other fish. I got lots of perfects. I did pretty darn good, actually. I was quite pleased with myself. Remembered what time it was, and I made sure to go and see Harvey because he was my last person. And then it was like, you need to give him a gift. So I gave him a gift, and he was not very appreciative. But it got me $100, so it is what it is. And then I got my booty back to the banks and fished again. I did a lot of fishing today. It's raining. I mean, you have to, right? But coming back from Harvey, you'll see I have another little sneaky catfish on the line, and it's a struggle. It is a real struggle. Catfish are, but I feel like I did pretty good. I really did not expect to get a single catfish because I'm not good at fishing, for one. I was only level 2, and I only had a bamboo rod. But I got one. And not only did I get one, I ended up actually getting 3, I think. Oh, yeah, 3. 3 catfish, 2 of which are silver. I thought that was pretty good for day 3. And we got level 3 fishing. I sold very little. The money's slow in the beginning, but it does get better, especially once we get that higher fishing grade. Next day, though, we're already on day 4, which is crazy to me, but there it is. There's the rooster. We've got our mail. Of course, there's Robin trying to mend the bridges there. Willie letting me know that he got an even better fishing pole that I can't afford yet. And of course, the hat mouse, which I love the hat mouse and I love hats. So I'm really excited because I've decided every hat that I get, I'm going to wear it. Whether that be for weeks on end, a day, I don't know. But as soon as I get a new hat, I'm wearing it until I get the next new one. That's my rule for today. I had to get another chest because I was just running out of room. I had a ton of fish, and I used that other chest literally just for fish. So I grabbed them all up, moved them to the other chest, and I spent a good amount of time doing that because I had such a little space available. But I did get that all done, and it's looking pretty good. Like when it comes time for me to sell these fish, I'm gonna have a good little haul. I had some geodes and I had some artifacts, so I thought, you know what, I'll donate to the museum, I'll get that going. Before I got there, of course, I checked the help wanted. There was a largemouth bass, so I made sure to get it. I wanted to check the beach to see if I could get another artifact, but I got a helmet, a star helmet. I have never gotten this hat before. So I was really excited to get it because I've never gotten it before. I think I look quite dapper. Then we went, got our geodes processed. I ended up getting 3 new artifacts. So I had the 5 that you can get in order to get the first reward, which was pretty exciting. I'm kind of bummed that I got an earth crystal here, and you'll see why later. But yeah, it is what it is. I donated it. It's fine. I'm fine. We got our first reward. Of course, the cauliflower seeds, which is great because they're expensive and I need some, so I can do that. Of course, after that, we fished it out. I had to get the big mouth bass, and I needed to get it. I can't remember who it was for now. Oh, I don't remember her name. But either way, we leveled up. I also needed to donate it, or to get it to her, but I was like, you know what, I'm having a good fishing day. I'll just wait till tomorrow. Leveled up fishing, number 4, and that's literally all I did the rest of the night. So, coming into day 5, we're doing pretty good. I mean, our fishing level is level 4, which is crazy to me. I made sure to check the weather and the fortune teller like I do every morning. When I left, Marnie had a little kitty cat for me. I did not skip. I was going to, but I didn't because I wanted to make sure I got the kitty cat, and I don't know if you get it when you skip. So she dropped this little one off. You can see I picked the little black cat, and although I don't have a little black cat, I did adopt it, and I gave it the name of my actual cat, Bug. And trust me, she lives up to that name. So I've got a new little kitty cat. I also want to make sure that I get every pet, because if I have a farm in real life ever again, I mean, I'm going to be dangerous. I'm going to have so many pets. I'm going to be so excited. I'm going to have all of the things. So Joja has cleared the rubble, so that means I can do a wee bit of mining. I made sure to check the cart because it is Friday. Friday and Sunday the cart comes. They had nothing, of course. Shane wanted an earth crystal. I was really excited. I thought, great, I can get Shane an earth crystal. Perfect. Went in, made sure to, sell my parsnips, buy some other stuff, do all of that. And when I say other stuff, I maybe did a bad purchase. I don't know. You guys can tell me. But I got the suitcase because I thought, or the backpack, because I thought I'm going into the mines and it's such a pain to have to have just the one. So I did it. Maybe it's the wrong move. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. But I did it. I wanted to do it. I did it, and I'm not mad. I went to the mines, got my rickety old sword, and actually I get a not a bat, but like a bat, whatever it's called, fairly soon, like the bludgeoning thing. So I actually trade up on my weapon pretty soon. My strategy was find a ladder, go down, and do it as quickly as possible. But also because I also want to, I mean, we're working on so many things to get perfection, like the slang and things like that as well, right? If I came across a monster, unless it was like in a spiral, I killed it because at the end of the day I need it. And I also made sure to mine any ore. So if I had ore, I also mined it. If I had like the barrels, I made sure to open them up and grab them because you need to. I just wanted to. I don't know if it's a better strategy to just keep on pushing down until you get to the bottom or not, but I did manage to get to level 5. I actually got a few levels below that until it got a little bit darker and I made my way home. I made sure to stop in at the tavern to give Emily, that was it. Give Emily her fish. So, of course, once I was there, I said my hellos and goodbyes. Got home, gave my cat a pet, and went to sleep. Upgraded farming and mining, which wasn't too bad. However, I do forget to do a scarecrow. So, even though I don't get any crows this morning, I still end up losing some of my plants later on. But Clint comes over and he gives me a furnace, and that's all well and good. I'm already back in the mines. The club is what I've got. That's what it is. I just want to get as far down as possible. So I literally just mined away. There's so many times though when I was getting so low on energy, and again, I'm sorry, I don't know why my screen is smushed a little bit. I do fix it later, but I did not notice while I was filming this week. I'm sorry. I leveled up, I got my first infested area, hit my first treasure, and then I got the sword, the small steel sword, and I looked at it and it's not even as good as the club that I've got, so I'll be using the club. I stayed in the mines until late at night, forgot about it, realized what time it was, realized Shane was already in bed, and then I cried a little. However, I will say it was too late for me anyway. I got it like right on the last floor. It was too late for me to get it to him no matter what. So it wasn't going to happen. We leveled up on a couple of things and it's already the end of the week. I can't believe it. So checking the weather for tomorrow, it's going to be a rainy day, which means we're going to be fishing tomorrow, but that's next week's problem. And we got our first queen of sauce. So I learned how to make stir fry. When I left, there was that little crow eating. I needed to get more wood, so I started chopping it down, and I got my first book, Woodcutters Weekly, which I thought was very nice. I also leveled up in that. I'm so excited. I got my scarecrow. I put him right where the old plant was because, you know, I just had to remind myself of my own fault. My own failures. Built myself a furnace, and then I got my furnace going. I set it further back because I actually have automate, which will pull from a chest into the furnace, and I really didn't want it to do that right now, but I'll probably use it in the future. Checked the traveling cart again because it is Sunday, and there were a couple things that I thought maybe I could get. Mostly the retro catalog, but then I reminded myself that I don't have the money, nor do I have the money in the future anytime soon to get any of this stuff, and nothing is actually really needed. I'm gonna save up to upgrade my home so that I can cook, get the coop, get all that stuff, and, you know, work on that way. It's really just the one thing I need. Maybe two. I finally got the cutscene for the community center, but I wanted to check out the help wanted first. Got a new help wanted. Pam needed a leek. I was gonna give that to Lewis for his birthday, but I was like, whatever. I'm sure he'll like the spring onion as well. And then I thought, well, maybe I can find something better. And where would I look for something better? Well, his garbage, of course. I didn't. And then I thought, I'll check others' garbages. And then I saw him and I was like, well, whatever. He can have the spring onion. He'll love it. He didn't. Ungrateful, really, is what that is. Then he somehow teleported back to his home to show me about the ticket machine. And I got myself some carrot seeds. And that was pretty much the exciting part of the day for me. I'm not going to lie at all. I headed right back to the mines. I made it to floor 20 the last time, so I picked up right from there, and I hit the grind. I did my best to go as much as I could, as fast as I could. I ended up making it to floor 25, which I thought was pretty darn good. Got out of there and headed on out. I wanted to check out the guild. I looked at some of the things that I can buy, some of the weapons, some of the, what have you. But really to sell my stuff, not that great. To buy other stuff, not really worth it either. So for now, no. We are close to getting the cave insects, but that's pretty much it. And that was it. I headed out for the night, headed back home, said hi to my kitty cat, and went to bed. And that rounds up a whole week, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe so you can come back and see what happens next week in Stardew Valley. Bye, guys.